Okay, I'm just going to start this right now. For everyone that loves Critical Role, yes, it's an amazingly animated series. I'm so glad that these people got to see their characters come to life. It was a big dream of theirs. Now, if you like Critical Role, leave the room. We're not talking about how much you like the series. I'm about to shit all over this last 3 episodes because, oh my god, I have opinions. I'm Annie.
I'm Minty. I liked it for the most part.
And this is FunUntitled, where we serve every podcaster an FU. Alright, we will first go over the last 3 episodes and then go talk about the overall series as a whole. Dealio?
Okay.
So episode 10, we meet Anna Ripley in the beginning, and then Cassandra betrays them and they fall into an acid trap. I would like to talk about the beginning of where everyone kind of looked at Percy like he was crazy. Like, whoa, dude, you're being really harsh with this girl. And it's like, yeah, she's the one that tortured him. Don't gaslight him into thinking he's crazy.
Okay, yeah, there's some parts of this show where it just kind of gets a bit cliche. Like, he has to be the good guy. Like, you guys are, like, okay with murder and ripping people's fingers off. Don't tell me you guys have morals all of a sudden. You guys just kind of do whatever you want based on whatever your own rules are.
Grog's entire character is that he likes murdering people, and Scanlan gives gonorrhea everywhere.
Every man, woman, child.
Okay. We went too far there. That just pissed me off beyond belief.
But everything else?
I will say the Cassandra betrayal did come to a shock to me. I did think she was like a really boring character, so this was a nice twist until I found out she was just being mind controlled.
Yeah, it was heartbreaking when you find the betrayal, but then like, oh, she's being mind controlled. Like, why you gotta take me out of this? Why is it just so cliche again?
Like, what an OP power. Just control willy-nilly.
I guess maybe that's where the silver tongue came from. Maybe it's Cyrus's tongue.
Maybe they made out and then he got it from him.
Like gonorrhea.
What did you think about the solution to the acid trap?
I thought for the most part it was okay. With how stupid Grog is, how did he be able to figure out what they wanted to do in that short period of time and know exactly like gotta pull the lever? I mean, he's stupid.
He's stupid.
But he figured out shit fast.
I kind of did like the Scanlan heavy metal.
That made no sense. I didn't understand how him playing harder made his magic better.
That's what bards do, baby. The harder you play, the harder you play. I just rhyme play with play.
I just feel like at one point, as long as you keep playing faster and faster, you're gonna just be able to do anything.
I do think Scanlan's hand is way too overused, because I believe that's a 3rd level spell slot, and this man's just doing it willy-nilly.
If you have nothing else to use your spell slots on, what else are you supposed to do?
But yeah, I thought it was really weird that Anna Ripley had to do the lever right next to Percy. Percy, at the time, had 2 working hands.
Maybe he wasn't strong enough.
Weak-ass Dex boy.
That's why he needed the lady with only one hand and a nub to help him pull the other one.
He was up high. He could have just used gravity to help him.
And what, lose his footing and fall into his acid death like Grog did?
I guess. To be fair, when Percy got his little toesies burnt off from the acid, it doesn't seem like he noticed.
Maybe it was like, it felt fine when that happened. You know, like you test the waters with your toes? It's like, I could go whole body.
Do you know why Vax was all pissy with Vex being like, Vex was like, I trust you, and Vax, oh, you have a funny way of showing it.
I think he's just sour with how she's just like not supporting him.
Get that Putang.
Get that ginger red elf.
Get that. I was going to make it like plant and pussy combined, but that's just like plussy. Plussy. Anyway, moving on to episode 11. Episode 11 and 12 kind of just blends in one giant.
No, they're very different. Episode 11, the main villains were the Briarwoods. They had very good animations. Surprisingly good animations.
This is just another thing of Pike and Keyleth did everything important.
I just wish Keyleth had the plan going into it to use the Sun Tree and not just based out of desperation of being half knocked out.
Boy, Keyleth really lucked out that she went to a location where there was a giant tree. Oh, well, she would have been useless this entire arc.
Maybe that's why they chose this arc.
I hate Keyleth so much.
She's okay. I mean, I do feel like they use her as a crutch because of her magic. I mean, I don't know.
Like, okay, fine. Let Percy and Vex fight their siblings. Let Grog get knocked out from the beginning so he can just do one thing at the end.
What I didn't understand was when Keyleth did the sun thing and like Pike was then able to like overpower Delilah. Why was that a thing? The sun didn't weaken Delilah. I could see it weakening Cyrus because he's a vampire, but it doesn't weaken Delilah.
From what I interpreted it, I think Delilah, like, her magic was weakening because she was like watching Silas die, so that's how Scanlan was able to cast silence on her.
I guess.
Silence is a very underused spell in D&D.
Because it's stupid.
I I mean, because it's hard because if you want to use silence, you have to memorize or keep track of all the spells that need verbal component, and no one does that.
No one.
No one. I mean, yeah, Pike versus Silas took the entire budget.
Yeah, a lot of like 360 movement.
Yeah.
And I thought the fight between Vax and Vex was very good. It was very like hand-to-hand combat, which is what I like.
Boy, that one scene where Vex was just railing on Vax because she didn't know the mind control was broken. Fucked up, yo.
She should have looked her brother in the eye when she was gonna kill him. How was he gonna know he's dead?
Jesus.
What?
So yeah, Grog put Silas towards the stove and he burned to death. The stove being Keela with the sun. And Delilah was like, oh shit, son, I just broke the world for us and you died. Well, I'm gonna bring back a skeleton. Bye.
So episode 12, Delilah fails to bring back the Whispered One, which we kind of was watching and we're like, where was your blood sacrifice? Were you the blood sacrifice? Was that why you did that to your arm? Maybe she was.
Maybe she was.
Maybe he doesn't like to double dip. That's why it didn't work.
And then they're kind of dragging Delilah away and they're like, well, gonna kill you now.
They should have let Percy torture the shit out of her. If they wanted time to wait before Percy kills Delilah and gives his soul to the demon, they should have just let him torture her.
I was just like, hey, I think Anna Ripley's still alive. We can let Percy kill Delilah and then we'll deal with the shit later.
Maybe because she's like on the top of the list, it's like, it's the end all be all.
Is episode 12 being all about Percy's little thingy-mabobber catharsis? Or we're like, man, this is going on way too long?
I thought it was an interesting end. It feels like post-game. Because the main villain to finish was the Briarwood, which they did in episode 11. And then episode 12 was like a bonus. I didn't think it felt out of place. I don't really like these storylines of like a demon controlling a human and they make the human go crazy, but then it's like, why does the demon do this? Like, what does the demon get out of this?
He got 2 hot dogs at Costco. Every soul that Percy shot, he got another hot dog.
Could you imagine if that's what hell was like? Just for like little human, like disgusting delicacies that for some reason we all keep eating, and they're like, I don't know why the humans eat this. It's gross and fattening, but I want it because they have it.
That's my hell every day of my life. Man, when she said she had a shadow consuming her soul, I thought it was depressing.
That was funny.
Did Keelan have to be like semi-dying this time? Or did we just do that so Vax could be like, I paid attention to when a woman talked?
I don't know. It'd be interesting to listen to the podcast after this and see what that went down.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Percy goes over his demons. They said my favorite line, take the mask off, darling.
That was the line you were waiting for?
I was waiting for that line. That's supposed to happen during the Anderson fight.
We did see that the mask does come on magically.
Yes, we do. And it's bird-like.
Okay, why have some of these things and not explain it? Why have the demon and not explain it? Have the box, have the deal, have whatever glove that Percy's wearing, you know? It's like...
Diplomacy.
Shut up.
You know what was real fast spoilers? In the post-finale, Percy loses his arm and grows it back, but it's the left arm, so he's gonna get his hand back one day.
Yeah, that was the other thing. Why? Wait a second, did he lose the hand?
He shot a giant hole in the hand.
He can still use it.
I think he lost 2 of his fingies.
Damn, that sucks.
It's the gun fingers.
But why does shooting his own hand cause the demon to be like, whoa, I don't want to do this anymore?
It scared him, and he hid in the gun. He's gonna come back later until Scanlan threw him in the acid.
So, because they said like, oh, the demon can't bleed, but he can burn to death in acid?
Well, maybe he just needs that vessel. If you burn the vessel, you know. They this whole time, they just got rid of the damn gun.
Then if they shot Percy, it would have shot the demon.
No, you just gotta get rid of the gun. Percy, for some reason, forgave Delilah. I don't know why I keep wanting to call it Dahlia.
Like the black dahlia.
Oh, that's why.
It's a flower, yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, apparently Percy forgave Delilah and then Cassandra stabbed her in the neck.
That line made no sense. Like, I don't remember Percy ever forgiving Delilah.
It happened. It's canon.
It didn't happen. He just couldn't kill her because otherwise his soul would have been taken by a demon. That's 2 different things.
It's canon. Anyways, they with the city, they're like, yay, we did it. Let's say that funny line from Penguins of Madagascar. Just smile and wave, boys.
I thought you were gonna say I like to move it.
No. And then Keela turns down Vex and then blushes like crazy when Vex touches her. So it just makes Keela look like a giant lesbian.
Maybe she is a lesbian.
You know, on Tumblr, I see all the Vexler fans being like, yeah, I ship more canon than Vexler. And I'm like, shut up. I'm already having a hard time shipping Vexler and you're shitting on it. I would never be on the Vexler train because I am a slut for Percy and Vex.
These names are so hard to keep track of.
What's hard? It's all elves' names.
Let's just stick with Percy, Stubby, and Kiki, and Pickle. Pickle.
Who's Stubby?
Stubby is the sister.
Oh, okay.
That's his nickname for her. Stubby.
Because you got those stubby legs. And then we end on a weird cliffhanger that only people who watch the stream knows what the fuck is going on.
So do you know when season 2 is coming out?
Nope.
Fat Critical fan. We say it every episode.
Yep, biggest Critical
Never
fan.
forget, Annie is the fattest Critical
Just
fan.
fat. So what do you think of the series overall?
I think the series overall excels more in aesthetics, like animation, character design, magical effects, things like that. Much to be desired.
I liked the first 6 episodes, and then it all went downhill.
I had a roller coaster. It was sucked, then it was good, then it sucked, then it was good. So I'd rewatch it, maybe. I have a lot of things I gotta rewatch, and this is...
You're the luckiest show in Whitestone because you're at the bottom of my list.
I mean, it's in there. It's on the list. If it wasn't on the list, that'd be saying something. It could be on the list. You know what? You know what happened? Well, we watched season 1 when season 2 is announced.
What if we don't have Amazon Prime by then?
What if Jeff Bezos pulls the rug under our feetsies?
Well, I don't know. I'm a giant Mighty Nine fan, so I never knew anything of Legend of Vox Machina. I was really hoping the series would make me love them, but I feel like a lot of things are just for the fans that knew beforehand, which is great, and it wasn't really meant for people new to the show. Like, if this introduced new fans, then I would be shocked.
I think it could. I mean, yes, for people who have not seen the podcast / live, you're probably being treated kind of like second-class citizens in a sense. But I think they're gonna do same thing with Mighty Nine. You're probably gonna... Here's my prediction. You'll probably hate the Mighty Nine animation more because you know everything that they took out.
I don't know about that.
Watch, when the Mighty Nine gets own animation, we keep this out. I'm gonna put this in there when that comes out, and then you're like, I think you're gonna dote on Mighty Nine but be super critical on Vox Machina. I think it's gonna be somewhat the opposite.
Well, we'll see. I'll take that bet. So basically, summary: close, great animation, great characters overall, not nitpicking. Cons: there's a lot of things that the plot kind of just rolled through. Like, I don't know why the Whisper one failed, because she didn't wait like 5 minutes.
There's no blood sacrifice.
No blood sacrifice. And I swear to God, season 2, they gave Keela a bigger role. I will lose my nads. My gonads would be all over the floor and I have to find it.
You only got 2, so can't be that hard to find.
What the fuck? I thought I counted 3 last night. And with that, thank you for joining us for the Critical Watch. And is it Thursday? Yes.
It's not.